Namaste. Good evening. This is Destiny. It is Saturday, November 23rd, 2019. Welcome, everyone. I am here with you all tonight because I have another video that I need to share with you. And I'm going to get into some details how I came about this video. Let me get up here with you all, guys. I just want to say welcome. I really appreciate all of you who out there who watches my videos, who comment on my videos, who encourages, motivate, and inspire me to become my greater and better self. I love you guys, and I wish the very same things for all of you, that you will grow, that you be empowered, that you become your greater and higher self, your authentic self, your be-me. So, let's get started with this video. Let me tell you what happened. It was Friday morning, which was yesterday morning. I am on my way out to work, and as I headed out of my apartment, I always come past my trees that I admire so much, that I spend so much time with. So I was like, hi, I noticed my tree, and I'm not thinking about anything else, but I'm just always paying my respect to my tree. And so I walked on past and went on to my car, and I opened the door because, like I said, I'm headed out for work. And so nothing else on my mind at that point was just getting to work on time. And when I opened the car door and got in, the universe, or God, the Creator, spoke to me. He had a conversation. And I heard it so plainly within me. And these are the words he spoke. All energy is not positive energy. And I was like what? It caught me off guard because I was not expecting anything, and I had not even thought on anything, like that, to that degree. All energy is not positive. So I said, okay, I can relate to this. But what the universe was saying, what God was saying to me, like I said, we always speaking that we are energy people. We're always speaking that we are all energy. Everything in the universe, everything is energy. And we always looking at it in this aspect, that everything being positive. But there are negative effects. And these negative effects comes from the way that people approaches their life or life around them, and how people understanding of life and their thoughts, and the way they address things and the way they release things. And a lot of times, negative vibes and negative energies goes out from the way they think, from their thoughts. And I was like, so everything is not positive. Because we are energy people, we send out a lot of negative vibes and a lot of negative energy. Now let me get my notes here, because I did write my notes on this. I had to come home, and as I get off work and sat down, and I was like, okay, talk to me and show me what you want me to tell the audience tonight. So the universe, he had this conversation with me. And like I said, and he spoke these profound words to me that it just like, whoa. I mean, it got my attention. All energy, destiny is not positive. And like I said, and that statement was referred to as people, and the understanding that of positive and negativity in people. And like I said, we are spiritual beings having a temporary human experience on this earth. And we are all energy. We are totally, absolutely all energy. And I got that, and I understand that. And yes, and I was like, okay, I get it. But let me tell you this. But energy doesn't just surround us. And that's the revelation that I received. It is infused within us. Just like the thoughts that are within us. So the energy, it surrounds us. And then it is infused in us. And I'm like, okay, I got that too, So, I'm having this talk, and I'm listening. I'm trying to make sure everything that God was sharing to me on that little short journey to the job yesterday morning, I was receiving it, because like I said, it really got my attention. But let me tell you something else. Let me tell you something. Wait a minute. Okay, let me tell you something else. And if we can connect to that energy as we are intended to, then to just think of the possibilities that can unfold. We are limitless. I mean, there are so many great possibilities. We are unstoppable. We have such a superpower within us. We are super beings. I mean, we can shoot up like that because we have such a high frequency. And I hope you guys get that. But let me tell you something else. Okay, I went on my journey, and I arrived to the job, which don't take me about 2 minutes to get to my job from the time that the universe, God spoke this to me. And so I was like, okay, this is very interesting, okay, what you want me to do? You want me to put out information on that? Then you got to continue to build more knowledge and understanding to this topic that you had just dropped into my spirit. So I went on there, and I'm feeling good, and I'm thinking about everything that, because of the conversation that we had from my house to the job, 2-minute ride. I got into the job, and I go in all the time. I feel like I'm on a high. A lot of time they think that I'm drugged out because I come in, oh, good morning, I'm excited, I'm a happy day. How's everybody? And everybody most of the time they be like, ooh, with that negative tones and negative energies, they be shooting all over the place, and I'm just like kicking them back off of me. So I come in and excited, and I'm like, how's everybody doing? And then one lady said to me, I said, well, how you feeling? Oh, my knee hurting. I said it with the most genuine part of me. I said, don't receive that. Don't say that. Your knee hurt. Well, my knee hurt. My knee hurting. I ain't gonna lie about it. I ain't gonna even pretend. My knee's hurting. I was like, okay. I left that alone because he just showed me an example of what he has dropped in my spirit no more than 3 minutes ago as I left the house. All energy is not positive energy. He used that lady after she just leaped out and just, I am hurting, and I'm not gonna lie about it, I'm hurting. I'm in pain. I was like, okay. Because all I said was, don't say that. You don't have to receive that. But I am hurting. I'm not gonna say, I was like, okay. So he just showed me how negative people are, how negative their thoughts are. And that's how the universe works, and that's how God works in my life for destiny. It's like when he gives me things, he always gives me a confirmation. He always affirms things. So he just dropped that situation into my spirit, leaving the house on my way to the job. As soon as I get there and I have this experience, because I was trying to encourage and I was trying to inspire and motivate someone, because she said that she wasn't feeling well and her knee was hurting her, but no, she said it was killing me. And I said, don't say it's going to kill you. I'm just being nice and just being positive, the positive person that I am. But when that person shot that down, I backed up and I said, I said to myself, that's your life. You claim whatever you want, you choose to feel that way, then hey, I left it alone. But then God just let me know, I'm showing you an example. And I'm showing you and I'm giving you proof that all energy is not positive energy. And I received that and I was like, whoa, you always giving me things to say, but then you back it up and you show many examples, and I'm so thankful that I am so in tune with my divine creator, my God, because he is always put me at the right place with the right people at the right time, and he gives me a backup to prove everything that he says to me. Now let me tell you something else. I'm going to say something that I read about a quote, and this quote was by Alan Watts. Alan Watts. And he poetically claimed, quote, "You did not come into this world. You came out of it like a wave from the ocean. You are not a stranger here." Unquote. I was like, whoa, we got that. I got it. Destiny got it. Did you get it out there? Let me read it again. Quote by Alan Watts. "You did not come into this world. You came out of it like a wave from the ocean. You are not a stranger here." Unquote. I got it. So think on that. Just think on that, because that made a lot of sense to me. Now, let me go further, because I'm going to get into some of these notes, because I got to jot things down, because my head is not trying to wrap with all of this stuff that comes hit me, every time I turn around. I said thoughts is always pouring out of me, and I can't contain it all up here at one time, but I have to put it on notes so I can get out the message in the full possible way for you can be able to understand and get the revelation that God, my creator, is trying to bring to you. So, you may or may not be consciously aware of positive and negative energy. Certain people radiate positive energy, and then other people, they radiate negative energy. You know about that, right? Okay, because the Bible says, as a man or woman thinks in his or her heart, their thoughts, so they become. So what words that we speak, what words we put out there, we get back exactly what we put out there, whether it's positive or negative. And we got to remember, there's always two sides to everything. And when I'm thinking about negative and positive, it always takes me back to batteries. There's a negative side of the battery, and then there is the positive side. The negative side has that little minus sign, and the positive has the plus side. Now, with the positive side, you'll get a high spectrum of energy, because when it's fully charged and it's positive, it's going to vibrate to a greater and a higher level, and it's going to shoot all the way up to a higher spectrum. But with the positive, with the negative, what I'm saying, with the minus sign, where the negative is, it's going to be totally different. You might get a kick, a little spark, but it is so weak, and the vibration is no longer existing at a higher frequency. So it's either going to get a kick, a little small kick, or it's just going to totally, absolutely die out. And that's an example of positive energy and negative energy. But understanding positive and negative energy in others, it goes much farther than simply recognizing the energy that someone exudes. A person's energy is a combination, and this is so true, it's a combination of their past, their mindset, their dominant thoughts, and their perception of the world, even their perception of how they see themselves and how they believe in themselves. And sometimes that energy is easily felt. And then other times it manifests subtly and subconsciously. So let's talk about the positive people. I'm a positive person. Hey, put in the comment, I'm positive. I'm with you. I'm positive. I'm going to speak it. I am a positive person. I'm not telling you that all the time that my thoughts are always vibrating at a positive level that it should, but I immediately recognize when I cross over into the negative side, and I immediately take myself out of that, and I'll just throw it out, and I'll say, hey, I reverse that quickly. And that's the thing we got to do. I'm a positive person. I am a positive person. Positive people like Destiny. How about you? Positive people are loving. They are happy. They are compassionate. They are kind, and they are supportive. And people around them, they intuitively feel safe when they're with positive people. They feel happy and relaxed being around positive people, because positive people vibes are so welcoming. And who would want to be around positivity? But that lady yesterday, she did not want to receive my positivity, my positive vibes, my positive energy. I'm in pain. I ain't gonna lie about it. I'm hurting. I didn't mean to offend her. If you listen to this video out there, I'm not putting you out there to hurt you. I'm apologizing if I offended you because I spoke positive over your life and you weren't about ready to receive that. I'm so sorry. I just want you to be healthy, whole, healed, and complete. And I only can speak what I am. I am full of energy, and I am full of faith, and I believe that the greater and the better things happens to us. But I can't believe for you. I was hoping that you could receive what I was saying. So I pray that you really understand now that I was really wanting the best for you. So let's talk about the negative people, because it says two sides to everything. There's the negative side and there's the positive side. So now we go into the negative people. I'm putting the thumbs down because that's not Destiny. Destiny is not a negative person. I worked so hard to arrive at this place where I am in tune with the universe, and I am constantly always pushing and thriving to move into my greater higher self. And like I said, negative thoughts do come across the mind. Negative things do approach it, and if they are around me, but I don't address them. It might catch my attention very shortly, but I immediately pull back, and I was like, I gotta send it away from me, because it cannot control me anymore, and I do not allow it to dominate my thoughts. And my thoughts is on a higher plane now. But negative people, they are judgmental. They are unhappy, and they are unhappy complainers, and they like to put others down. They are jealous people. They are revengeful people. They like to hurt people, because hurting people hurts people. They are hurting. Negative people are hurting. So because they are hurting, they want everybody to hurt too. And I try to run from them if they can't receive the positive energy that I'm sending to them. If they want to throw back that negative stuff, I jump out of their way, because I'm not allowing that negative to bounce up on Destiny. So, people will feel intuitively insecure when they bounce up against a negative person, or when they're around negative people. They're going to feel unhappy, and they're going to feel so tense around them. And those negative people, vibe is off-putting. Off-putting. It's just like, ooh, I don't like being around that kind of environment. But let me tell you this also. Here's how to recognize both positive and negative energy in yourself and in other people. Okay, we're going to get through this. First, guys, let me tell you this. Let's go back and discuss what is positive energy. And I just gave you a little bit of touch on my definition of being positive was all about. So that's gonna move in more talking about what is positive energy. Positive energy is a group of positive attitudes, positive emotions, and positive thinking patterns. I like that because that means I'm going somewhere, that I am on my way to a higher, greater being, my higher self. I am unstoppable no matter what comes up out of the woodwork that is negative to attach itself to me. My frequency is so powerful that it cannot attach itself to me. Negativity cannot attach itself to me. So positive energy is just a group of positive attitudes, positive emotions, and positive thinking patterns. It's all packaged in generosity, kindness, empathy, enthusiasm, optimism, and I said enthusiasm. I want y'all to get that. Positive energy. It is all packaged, all bundled up in a great, beautiful package. And that beautiful package is generosity, kindness, empathy, optimism, and enthusiasm. And all of these are aspects of positive energy. Now, some people seem to come by positive energy naturally. I mean, they just glow all the time. They just got this aura around them and they just always feel so comfortable being with them. But then there's others that must work hard to cultivate a positive outlook. And the others, they just got to work hard at it. I got to work hard trying to be positive. I got to try to work hard at being, where people can feel comfortable with me. And then there have been those other people. It just naturally comes. They are natural born people with positive energy. And I like being around that group of people. But I give out kudos and I give out praise to those who are working at it. They are working at it and they're working hard to cultivate a positive outcome and a positive outlook in their life. And hey, you keep going, you will reach the place where you're thriving, that you're striving to go. Because as a man thinketh, the woman thinketh, keeps saying, so their reality is created. So how can you learn to identify positive energy? These are some questions you might want to ask yourself. How can I learn to identify positive energy? How do you answer the question? You put your comment in the comment box. I mean, I gave you the question, you can answer it. So how do you identify positive energy? Okay, now you can answer that question. Drop your comments in the comment box and your answers there in the comment box. Have you ever heard the old adage about falling in love? I'm sure a lot of us have heard this adage. When you know, you'll know. That's how you will know that you have fallen in love. You will know when you know. Well, the same goes for learning to recognize both positive and negative energy. It all works just alike. Both of those things work identical in the same pattern. There is no one single formula for identifying these forms of energy. It's more about how you feel when you encounter them. Just like that old adage, when you know, you'll know. Believe me, when your energy is flowing, your vibration is operating at a higher frequency and you are feeling unstoppable, you're feeling like you're victorious, you know that you will know when you'll know that you are on your higher and your most up frequency that's possible, and ain't nothing can stop you. Like I said, you'll know. So let's talk about this. What are the symptoms of negative energy in a body? I'm going to repeat that question because I want you guys to get these questions, and I need y'all to comment on it. What are the symptoms of negative energy in a body? Now I'm going to give you some things, and you got to think on these things. One way to pinpoint negative energy is by taking a look at its effects, because negative energy can affect both the body and the mind in a pretty powerful way, many powerful ways. And here are some of the symptoms of negative energy in your life, which can include: number 1, restlessness. Number 2, sleepiness. Number 3, nervousness. Number 4, headaches. Number 5, stomach aches. Number 6, fatigue. Number 7, heavy breathing. Number 8, confusion. And number 9, exhaustion. You feel worn out. So you might be asking yourself then, well then how do I get rid of negative energy? You just asked a great thought. You just asked a great question. Child, you know Destiny gonna give you the answer to that question right now. How do I get rid of negative energy? Just listen. You're getting your answer right now. And I'm going to tell you 7 ways to get rid of all that negative energy in your life. But first, I'm going to ask you another question. Do you find yourself surrounded by negative energy with no end in sight? Let me ask you again. Do you find yourself surrounded by negative energy with no end in sight? And if you do, don't panic. Don't panic. Don't push the panic button. Don't go nowhere. Don't phase out. Don't drop into a lower way of being negative. You're about ready to be lifted out of that state of being pushed down with all this negative vibes and this negative energy. Because I'm going to give you 7 ways to get rid of your negative energy in your life. And there are plenty of things that you can do to alleviate negative energy. And I'm going to tell you point blank right off the chopping block. I know the best way that it works for me. You got to change the way you think. You got to change your thoughts, your thought patterns. You got to change the way you look at yourself. You got to change the way that you see yourself. You got to change all the programming that people have programmed and twisted your mind to think that you are such a low, lifeless being. You're worthless, you're useless, and you will never amount to anything. First of all, you gotta start creating your thoughts that you are your greater and your better self, and you are unstoppable, you are lovable, you are powerful, you are a force to reckon with. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta change things. But let me jump into this and give you those 7 things. Listen. Here are 7 ways to get rid of negative energy in your life. Number 1, do whatever makes you happy. Do things that lights your inner fire. Let it bring out the beast of fearlessness within you. Bring out that fire, that dragon fire. Do whatever that makes you feel right and good. And these are the things you must do more of to get rid of all of that negative energy. Number 2, tune into your mind and your body. If you have a gut feeling about something, hey, I keep telling you, Go with your gut intuition and follow it. Your gut intuition is your inner spirit. It's your spirit speaking to you. It's your God consciousness. Follow, let your consciousness be your guide. So if your gut feeling is telling you something, then follow it. Trust it, because your intuition will never lie to you. Your body is just one way for your higher self to communicate with you. So heave to those red flags, those green flag signals, and don't try to second guess them or override them with logic. Stop questioning. Stop allowing doubts to overshadow your thinking, as the Creator has put in your heart, in your heart. I mean, you gotta start thinking like this, the universe. Trust your gut intuition. Your higher self can see the bigger picture. So what happens if you go against your intuitive wisdom? You will be unhappy, totally miserable, resentful, frustrated, guilty, and sad. And you're going to be very angry. And that's not a very nice place to find yourself at. Always go with the gut feelings that feel good, and you listen to the ones that feel bad. And if they feel bad now, before you acted on your decision, then you can be sure that they will be even worse once you have crossed the line. Number 3, choose to see the good in people. Some people are simply awful to deal with. I mean, you know that they are. There is no getting around that a lot of times. I mean, because every time you turn around, these awful people is up in your face. Like I said, misery loves company, guys. So, however, you don't have to allow their negativity impact you, though. You can brush it off. You can ignore it. You can start singing your own song. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oh, just get happy, get crazy. And they look at you like, they say, you act like you on drugs. I am on drugs with the universe. Oh, some of y'all will get that later on. I'm talking about I'm on a natural high with the universe. So, you don't have to allow their negativity to impact you. And once your interaction with them is over with, after you done sung your happy and you know it cheerful song, and you dance your rain dance and your warrior beats, you don't have to carry that negativity. You don't have to carry it. Don't even think about holding your hands or your ears or your heart to it. You make sure that negativity coming from them is bounced right back at them. And you tell them, take this, because, ain't got no place in here for that. Too much positivity, too much life, too much love, too much peace, too much joy is going on in here. And you don't have to lower your vibration either, guys. And you don't have to lower your thoughts, your words, or your actions. You continue to be your beautiful, authentic self. You show them what love is all about. You show them what positivity is really like. And you show them that your positivity is what the universe sends to everyone if they receive it. So you just keep vibrating, keep vibrating, keep vibrating. And you don't never have to lower to their level. And you can remain above all of their negativity, because now you're creating your reality, because you want to remain in that positive state. And as long as you're speaking it, as long as you declare it, as long as you decree it, I am great, I am a supernatural being, I am my greater higher self, I am powerful, I am a warrior, I'm a champion. You saying all these powerful, wonderful things. I am energy source. I am created for my greater and higher purpose. I mean, whatever your I am is, you will become. So instead of criticizing, blaming, or judging someone, then make it a point to do these things right here. Compliment them on something. Oh, you look so beautiful today. Oh, you're just so warm. Your smile is radiant. Say something beautiful. Then be compassionate to the inner pain that is causing them to behave badly. Oh, if there's anything I can do for you today, or you can bring them a gift. Show up with a great smile and with a gift. Say, look what I thought about you today. I want you to have this. Go home and make them a beautiful cake, a vegan cake. Just do something nice. And then you can let it go. Just let it go, because their problem is not yours. So you're not trying to be their savior. You just want to send positive energy to refuel them. You give them a supercharge in their battery because they on that negative low level, and you want to supercharge them back to positivity. But if you can't do it anymore and they're rejecting you, hey baby, guys, friends, my fans out there, my subscribers, let them go. Let it all go. Number 4, know you are in control of your own energy. Don't let these energy vampires suck your vibrant life out of you. Know you are in control. I don't care what they're feeling, how low they may be feeling, how depressed, how deep down they may be feeling. It's not yours. Don't take it from them. You are in control of your own energy. And this is what you have to do. You are influenced by the energy of others, but to what degree is actually entirely up to you. You are influenced by the energy of others, but to what degree is actually entirely up to you. You don't have to receive any at all. You can just keep it moving. Now, let me do this quote from Eleanor Roosevelt, and she says this, quote, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent," unquote. Now, the same philosophy applies to those who seek to make you feel angry, sad, or worthless. It's your choice whether to treat someone's words as the gospel truth or just an opinion. I'm telling you, you got the power. You are in control of you. You are your greater, higher endowment force. I don't care what these people, how they feel, how low, how ugly they feel about themselves, and how negative they are. They don't have to be yours. You own you. Do you. Be you. If you can't help them, send them on where they need to go. Let them find their own way then. Number 5, depression and anxiety can take hold very quickly, but you don't have to wallow in them. No, you don't. I mean, I've been through depression. I did videos and told you years ago, hey, I was very deeply into a depressed state for many years. I had anxiety attacks. That was long time ago. My God, my creator, universe delivered me when he awakened me, and he gave me and showed me who I truly am and my true purpose, that I was sent here to this universe. He delivered me. I went through the dark night of the soul, which I call the dark night of the ego. He took me out of my body, and I went into a whole nother place. I don't know for how long, but I knew it was hours later when I returned. That old person didn't return with me, but I woke up to a new person, destiny. She was born. I left depression. I left anxiety. I left all those things that once was holding me to my lower self and holding me down with negative thoughts all the time. I left it. And I became my greater and higher self, and I began to serve the purpose that the Creator had created for me. God knew He already had a plan for me. Even before the foundation of the world, He knew what I was supposed to be and do. He showed that to me, and He killed the ego. He put it to death, and He brought person to its place. And they laid it right back down until the ego, take this, because destiny has been delivered. Now she's been birthed into her greater higher self, her soul consciousness. I don't know how I got onto that. But number 5, depression and anxiety can take hold very quickly, but you don't have to wallow in them. Wallowing begins with embodying an emotion by saying, I am. And whatever comes after your I am, that is what you become. I am. I am beautiful, beautiful comes. I am healthy, health comes. I am ugly, yes, you ugly is coming. I am poor, poor is coming. I am dynamic. You are getting ready to get supercharged up out of here. Dynamic is coming. I am broke, broke is coming. I am a multi-millionaire. Watch out, your funds is about ready to hit your bank account out there. Hit the buttons of death, I'm receiving mine. But whatever comes after your I am, that is what you become, whether positive or negative. How many times have you said, I am angry, or I am sad? Saying that embodies the emotions, people. It's better to experience the emotion. I am feeling sad, or I am feeling angry, but do not ever say, I am sad, and do not ever say, I am angry. Whatever your I am is, and I'm saying it again, it becomes your reality. Do not embody those feelings. You experience them, you test them, and then you let them go. Number 6, talk about what can go right instead of what can go wrong. Oh, we just gotta have a long, drawn out story. Everything in life, ain't nothing good, ain't nothing going right. I ain't never gonna get anything I want. I never get the job I want. It's always talking about everything go wrong. When you gonna start talking about I am the universe? I am my greater and higher self. I am authentic. I am God. I am God consciousness. I am just, when you're going to get to that place where you're going to start talking about the things that go right. Leave off talking about all those things that can go wrong or have went wrong in your life. Focus on the future that you want to create. A future that is based on love, happiness, abundance, freedom, power, love, peace, joy, unspeakable joy. Speak on those things. All those things which based on moving you to your greater higher self. And avoid speaking of a future based on fear, false evidence appearing real. Dismiss it. Avoid speaking on future based on fear, pain, lack, and problems. Always complaining. Oh, I'm sick, and oh, I got this disease. Stop claiming stuff. Stop holding on to things. Oh, I have a bad heart. You do because you just spoke it. I'm so tired. Yes, you did because you just spoke it. I'm so weak. Yes, you did. You just spoke it. I'm so ugly. You are so ugly because you just spoke it. I don't never have nobody love me. You never will because you just spoke it. Stop speaking of a future for you that is based on these things. This takes effort, but you can retrain yourself to raise your vibration by deliberately focusing on the best case outcome. And you got to put those words out there to the universe. Whatever that the universe is sending, you got to speak back that the words that the universe is sending to you, speak it back into the universe. Because you are vibrating, you are creating your reality to move from your lower density, your lower ego state of being, and your soul is moving you to your greater, higher self, and it's trying to get you up to your highest state, your highest constant state of being. It's your crown chakra. Recently, scientists have proven that persistent negative thoughts and negative emotions, it impact the body. Negative beliefs make people prone to disease. Be careful. As a man or woman thinks, whatever his thoughts or her thoughts is, so they become. If you think sickness, if you think death, if you think hate, whatever those things that is negative, it's coming to you. The energy of thoughts affects the cells by altering the chemicals that make up the cells, and that nourish the cells, and that communicate with the cells. So guys, support your body and well-being by choosing to think positive thoughts. I done said it enough. I am my greater self. I am the greatest. That's what Muhammad Ali used to always say when he was boxing. I am the greatest. I am my best version. I am authentic. I am radiant. I am supernatural being. I am energy source. I am my creator. I create my reality. Hey, do it. Choose to think positive thoughts. And the last one is number 7. Imagine the 2 poles of energy. Imagine the 2 poles of energy. It's like a temperature gauge on your water faucet. Both ends are water. Only one end is hot and the other end is cold. And I just did that little analogy about the batteries. Because one end is negative and the other end is positive. That negative end has that minus sign and the positive end has that plus sign. So you want to be able to stay on the positive side, because that is going to take you into a higher frequency. If you go under and you move toward the negative side with that minus, you either going down or you're going to be dead, because that battery will soon die. So it's also, like I said, like a temperature gauge on your water faucet. Both ends are water. Only one end is hot and the other end is cold. So now let's apply that to energy. On the high end is the positive, the high vibrating energy that causes everything in that area of your life to be going smoothly. On the low end is the negative, low vibrating energy that causes everything in that area of your life to be a series of problems and struggles. And you can keep charging. When a dead battery is dead, it's dead. I don't care how many times you try to reboot it and try to recharge it and try to recharge it. It's dead, it's dead. So you better stay on the positive side, where you may need a jump sometimes, you might need a recharge, but at least you will boost up and you will get the ticking again. And you get the moving till you start moving to your higher frequency. So whenever you find yourself in a situation that you don't like, whether it's mentally, whatever, emotionally, physically, spiritually, I don't know, whenever you find yourself in any kind of situation that is going against your higher, greater self, your higher vibes, your energy, that the Creator is trying to move you to your greater self, hey, you can just tell, hey, let me off of here. I'm not for this ride. I'm on a different plane. I don't just ride out, just to ride on a smooth ride. I'm always going up, because I am a superhero. So, whenever you find yourself in a situation you don't like, mentally, guys, elevate your energy as high as your beliefs will allow. As a man and a woman thinks, as a man or a woman thinks, so they become. So you elevate your energy as high as your beliefs will allow toward the high end of the spectrum. And the more you do this, the more you will elevate your vibration. Your frequency will go, it will go right up to your higher grade of self, and gradually changing your beliefs, your negative thoughts, your negative vibes, and all that negative energy. All of that will be flipped and turned upside down, and that negative stuff gonna have to stay there, because now that positive is working in your favor because you're working with it, and you are being pulled out of that ego negative way of life and thinking. Baby, you are on your way now to your greater and higher self. You are going to show the world your beautiful authenticity. You are beautiful. You are radiant. You are positive energy. You are a force to be reckoned with. And therefore, everything in your life is changing. Your circumstances are changing. Your power is changing. You're taking back the power that the Creator has given you. You are positive energy beings. But if you don't remain in that positive state of mind and your positive way of thinking, yes, all energy will not be positive. You will experience over and over and over again negative energy because you created it and you put it out there. So we got to have the control of our thoughts and our mind. Guys, Destiny is out of here. I don't spoke to you all guys tonight. I love you guys. I did not mean for this video to be as long as it was. But that is what happens. The Creator, the universe, is always talking to me. And when he spoke that to me yesterday, I knew he had a word. I knew he wanted to put it out there to all of you. Guys, I love you, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Hit the like button. Hit that bell notification if you want more videos like this. Comment. Answer the questions that I put out there to you tonight. On further note, guys, I'll see you at the next video. Destiny will be back with you. I love you guys. Namaste. Good evening. Wow.